In honor of May being National Electrical Safety Month, we'd like to go over some steps on how to become compliant with the OSHA standards and regulations.
We talk about with customers, do we have a one-line diagram? That's your entire electrical schematics to your facility. If not, then to get compliant on the arc flash side, typically we do a complete walkthrough, starting with the main switch gear and feeding every electrical panel down from there. Just to get a count on how many arc flash points the facility would have. From there, we put the proposal together. From there, we talk about other areas of getting compliant, training, proper PPE clothing, gloves, glove program, what the employer is responsible for, not only his own employees, but also outside contractors that would have any contact with them or doing any work live on site. Keep in mind that an arc flash study and / analysis will need to be updated every 5 years, and each employee would need to be trained or certified every 3 years.
Keep in mind, a lot of situations we see out there when we're on site, and a lot of phone calls that we get is after some sort of event or issue, or even sometimes a tragedy happens on site. Then all of a sudden, there's this urgency to become, start a safety program and become compliant. And at that point, you may have a big fine, a tragic loss of some sort. So staying ahead of it and taking the steps that we've discussed here today can prevent those things from happening and keep you compliant and keep you from paying a fine or having some sort of tragedy happen on site. So all the step-by-step programs that Jim discussed here are things that CBT can do from start to finish. We can get in there and get you set up with the arc flash study and to the glove programs, the gloves, and the proper PPE. Please contact your account manager for CBT, and they can get in contact with either Jim or another specialist in your area to sit down and go over and discuss these situations.